Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're getting into a variety of topics, but this first topic, the zero down Tesla Model Y deal is here. We've got some real payments, real breakdown for a Model Y deal on the cheapest, most inexpensive deal that you can get. Shout out to Calvin for sending us the deal breakdown. I love it when you guys send us these so we can try and dissect and figure out what is the payment and how much will you be paying on a brand new Tesla vehicle. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you've got a question you want to ask me, you can ask it, or if you want to support the channel, in the Patreon group down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered with Joah, where you can get accessories for your Tesla vehicle, including the brand new Model Y, like my two favorite, the phone mount and the center console, because your Tesla is definitely not coming with that. But let's jump into it. Shout out to Calvin for sending this. Now we've got a zero down Tesla Model Y deal breakdown, real payments, real structure of the deal. You can see how much the monthly payment is for a Model Y rear wheel drive, the cheapest, most inexpensive Tesla that you can order, but you can't take delivery yet because there's none in inventory or available to be delivered just yet. This is probably Tesla's most in-demand Model Y because the waiting time for it is still 3 to 5 weeks. Like if you take a look at like the ordering page for the Model Y rear wheel drive, like let's say we pick a red color, it still says, 3 to 5 weeks. And it's been 3 to 5 weeks for a while now. And I don't know what's going on with the rear wheel drive, but maybe Tesla's trying to push people to buy an all-wheel drive, because if you think about it, 4 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, that's basically the next quarter at this point. And so I bet Tesla does some sort of promotion to try and convert anybody and everybody that has ordered a rear-wheel drive into trying to purchase a all-wheel drive by the end of the month, because that's what they want, deliveries and sales. Because Model Y right now, if you take a look at the inventory, it's still it's going up and up and up in terms of all, instead of the other vehicles like Model 3 sold a little bit, Cybertruck actually sold a little bit, or maybe they took it down for some sort of re-strategy. But here's the deal breakdown. Shout out to Calvin for sending this. This is big because I have never ever seen a true zero down lease from the Tesla back end or from Tesla financing. Usually they want some sort of skin in the game, whether it's $1,000 to $3,000 for taxes and fees or something. Even on like Tesla's payment calculator website, when you take a look at it, you can see like when you get to edit terms and savings, even if you put 0 as the down payment, it's still going to want some sort of amount due at signing. Like right here in this example, $2,739. So it's pretty crazy to see a structure, a breakdown here that shows a true zero down payment. And I'll show you why I think this is actually happening for this, but here's the details. It's actually 14 cents down, which is kind of funny that they actually even put 14 cents. You might as well just zero it out. You got a 12,000 mile a year lease at $500 a month for a brand new Tesla Model Y rear wheel drive, arguably the most valuable Tesla Model Y. Like if I were to do it again, I might just get a Model Y rear wheel drive. I don't need all wheel drive. I don't need the speed. Teslas are fast enough, especially the 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. I mean, I really feel like that is good enough at the end of the day. I mean, rear wheel drive 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. You really don't need to go faster than that. I remember the days when like a BMW 3 Series Turbo was 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, and I thought that was pretty great. I mean, Model Y at 5 seconds, it's good. And also like all electric vehicles, Tesla vehicles with that electric instant torque, electric instant power, then really you should be perfectly fine with how the drive builds and everything. But let's look at the breakdown here. You can see there's a $500 Tesla referral credit. It seems like this is probably because it's a owner looking to buy another one. But if you're looking to order a Tesla, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. Let's move on here. It's a 12,000 mile lease at 12,000 miles a year. So I bet this one could get a little bit cheaper. It's a 0.0039200 money factor, which if you translate that, we actually track the interest rates on leases. You can see that's about a 9% interest rate. So it's not, it's not necessarily the best deal. This could get better, but certainly very interesting to see what's happening here. I mean, I really feel like, lease payments for the Model 3, or Model 3 is already pretty low, but lease payments for the Model Y could get lower if they just simply lower the money factor, which could be happening in the next few quarters as these rear-wheel drives and all-wheel drives really start to become of a normal, not as hot of a vehicle, a new release vehicle as we get into the next few quarters. And so credit offer has been approved. We got 36 months, 12,000 miles from Chase Leasing, 14 cents due at signing, $500 monthly payment, and 12,000 miles a year. You can see you could go to 10,000, which might have been a little bit lower for this breakdown. So very interesting to see here. And this is why I think maybe in this scenario, he was able to get the true zero down lease, because if you look at the incentive stack, which is hidden right behind my message here, you can see at the bottom, we've got the 7,500 leasing incentive, the tax credit, which is passed down on every single lease of every single Tesla model. And you also have a EV incentive, most likely because of the state he is in, at $3,500. And so Tesla knows this. They're using part of that $3,500 to be a zero down payment. And that's most likely why he's able to get a true zero down. So if you're living in any sort of state similar to this, you might be able to get a fantastic deal on a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive. But just remember, the Model Y rear-wheel drive is not going to be coming out from what it looks like for at least another few weeks or even next quarter at this point. I've yet to see anybody with an estimated delivery date, a confirmed delivery date, or even a VIN for a rear-wheel drive. If you've got a Model Y rear-wheel drive on order and you got a VIN confirmed and everything, I would love to see that. Maybe send me a DM so we can kind of hype it up and show other people that rear-wheel drive is a real vehicle and it actually exists and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Joah, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Joah. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Joah doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Joah for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And on top of that, if you're about to buy your brand new Tesla Model Y or any new Tesla, and let's say you get a fancy color like ultra red, don't forget to take a look at some PPF, paint protection film options as well. And you can save thousands by doing it yourself. Our friends at Tesbros, link down below in the description, we've got a promo code where you can save thousands of dollars on a DIY paint protection film kit. And there's a few different options on how you can protect your vehicle. So definitely check it out. Link down below and save thousands by doing it yourself. Like a shop to do a full coverage, that's like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 at the end of the day. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Padman, thanks for coming in. Kevin, great to see you. U-Haul, great to see you. And let's see, Kevin, great to see you. Thank you all for dropping by. Also, we've got a new email newsletter, a free email newsletter launching. So if you want to sign up, hit the link right there on the live stream chat or even down below in the description as well. Is it worth it to buy? I mean, if you're financing at 1.99%, like you've already bought at 1.99, buying is going to be your better route, because if you calculate all the lease payments, unless you've got ulterior methods for leasing, like if a lease payment is like a write-off for you, then that could be a better option. Or if you don't qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit, maybe that's another option, but you're going to have to buy it out very quickly after you lease it. And so certainly there is some different aspects to this. Kevin, when should we start seeing June deals? It's a good question because today's June 1st. It's Sunday. Where are the deals? And so I don't think there's going to be too much changes. I really only envision the Cybertruck getting some changes for deals, and that might be later this week, like maybe tomorrow or maybe Thursday, I would say is where we're at. We are live. Yes, 100%. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you, U-Haul, for the reminders for everybody. Kevin, do I need a dash cam for Tesla? I also want to find a good one if I do. I would say no, you do not need one. There is interior cameras, there's exterior cameras through Sentry that there's a dash cam built in that requires records as well. The one thing you could do, I mean, Tesla does come with a USB stick to, it's like 120 gigabytes, which I feel like is enough. But there are other people that, want to go heavy up, like getting a 1 terabyte stick or something. Joah has a accessory that you can buy that's built in and everything with their kit down below that gives you like, I think, a terabyte or a 2 terabyte if you just want all the storage and everything you want with it. Bilkley, I don't get the $2,500 off, but I only see 3 months of full self-driving using the referral code. Am I not doing this right? No, you're actually doing it correct. The 2,500 is on the inventory deal spreadsheet where you can find some decent deals on Model 3 at the moment. Model Y, not too many. The 12 Tesla Summit. What 12 Tesla Summit? Is there a Tesla Summit? Going to live stream on the 12th? I mean, I'm definitely probably going to be live streaming on the 12th, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a summit of sorts. What's on the 12th? 612. I feel like that I was just talking about. Should I buy full self-driving more for the Model Y, or is it worth it to buy? If you already bought your Tesla, then I would say try the subscription for a few months. See if you like it, you understand it. Full self-driving is a great technology, but you still have to kind of understand what it's doing. And if you see ROI or comfortability with it, like I was just talking to a friend yesterday that, certainly he's got anxiety with driving, especially in Los Angeles traffic and everything. And full self-driving has helped him with that, with all the different navigations and driving, and it just lets you de-stress a little bit and relax. And so if you find value in that, then whether it's $100 or $8,000 for the full package, then I'd rather you risk $100 a month first right off the bat before jumping in at the full $8,000, because you can't finance it now after you buy the vehicle. You have to pay for it up front, whether it's like using a credit card through like a sign-on bonus down below in the description to get some extra money back, or if it's just paying for it cash and everything. In this next topic, Rivian just lowered their monthly payments for the month of June. It seems like Rivian incentives are coming on strong as they end out the quarter. Here's everything in terms of lease payments, new incentives, and everything in the Rivian space. Good to see this, but certainly got to remember they just raised payments pretty recently as well. Shout out to Chris for posting this. R1T, no change on the standard. Dual went from $898 to $808. Wow, that's almost a 10% drop. $90 a month change lower. Tri-motor went from $1,298 down to $1,258, so like $40, not too bad. R1S standard, no change at all. Dual went from $938 down to $848, so $90 as well, drop. And a Tri went from $1,350 a month to $1,298 a month, so about a $58, $60 difference with that one. And so very interested to see some of these different incentives on the lease payments. If you're looking to get a Rivian, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $500 in incentives. We got Rivian throwing out this $3,000 electric refresh offer. Rivian has updated the offer where you trade in your current electric vehicle, because they're certainly trying to go after some of the other electric vehicles, including Teslas, to try and pull that in to sell them into a Tesla vehicle. And lastly, Rivian has also released a 2.99% financing offer. New offer for 60 months on R1 dual configurations with large or max battery or performance upgrade. And so Rivian definitely is looking to close out the quarter very strongly. And so if you're looking to get a Rivian, I mean, certainly my favorite website to find deals, lease payments, and everything is going to be Rivian Roamer, where you can see all the different Rivian deals out there and maybe do some analysis on how much a payment for one could be. Like an R1S right now, dual standard is as low as $796 a month, but certainly this has a down payment of around, $8,691. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Pat, thanks for your 3 months of full self-driving. Yeah, so I would say ride that out for the first 3 months, see if you like it, see if you're okay with it. Then if you want to continue to do it, really my gauge is if you're someone that drives over an hour a day of some sort of commute, I would say you should be able to find some ROI, or I don't know if return on investment, but like return on spend, but maybe not like true profit, but just like comfortability or being able to do slightly other things with that same time, because your full self-driving chauffeur can drive you around. Chuck, getting a Model Y all-wheel drive this week, same day delivery, Cincinnati area, hoping something price-wise drops this week. Because like you haven't bought it yet, you're looking to buy one in terms of this coming week. I'm not sure there's going to be any price drops this week on the Model Y all-wheel drive. I think they're kind of just sticking with that 1.99% financing. I mean, if anything, we might see some inventory discounts, but I mean, I was taking a look earlier. Let's see if we find any of them. The one thing is for sure, if you're looking for a launch series, you can message some of the Tesla reps, and there's some in inventory with slight discounts, but they're not posting any inventory discounts as well. But I know some of you might be in contact. I guess that's the tip here. If you're looking at a new Model Y all-wheel drive and you're okay with launch series or just one of these regular ones, I would stay in contact with your Tesla rep at a local store to see if they can find you any inventory deals. And maybe there could be one like $500 to $1,000 off, but you have to do the math to see is that actually worth it for you? Because at $500, if it's got like 500 to 1,000 miles, I think I'll just buy a brand new one because then I don't have to worry about any sort. It's like not that big of a discount. Now, if we're talking like $1,000 to $4,000 off, now we're talking some sort of deal, some sort of discount there. In this next topic, here's the upcoming Tesla model releases. Now, as we look forward to June, the last month of the quarter, and also the third quarter and the fourth quarter, what's left for Tesla to actually release? Tesla Newswire posted this in June. It's going to be a big Tesla month. We got Robotaxi launch. We got full self-driving unsupervised release, potentially. We got first car delivery from the factory to the customer in the Austin, Texas area. I made a joke like, do you have to still pay the destination fee if that's happening? They probably will still charge. But what about these two vehicles? Model Y Performance launch. When is that going to be coming out? I personally think maybe the next early moment for that would be like the same time that 1.99% financing ends, maybe a week before that or a week around that time as well. Shorter Model Y launch, I feel like that's a big fat rumor. Maybe that's also in line with like the affordable Model Y that's been going around as well, because there's a lot of spottings of this thing, whatever it most likely is, but this is definitely a Model Y in my opinion, or even a Model Y Performance. And so I feel like a Model Y Performance might launch in June as well, especially around the time frame as the 1.99% financing ends on June 16th. The other models that are supposed to come out, Model S and Model X refresh, which maybe that's coming up this week or this month as well. But even though that one seems like a big, not a nothing burger, but a little lackluster. And I think a lot of you feel the same way in the chat and everything. And what's interesting with that, like yesterday, I was able to go check out a Lucid Gravity. And I gotta say, the Lucid Gravity in person, it is definitely living up to the hype as we see in some of the videos. Now we just got to see, are there going to be any deals on it as well? But let us know, which vehicle are you most excited for upcoming for Tesla as we move into the next different month and quarter and everything. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there, 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. If you're just joining in, welcome. We were talking about a 0 down lease payment deal on the Model Y, the cheapest, most inexpensive deal that you can actually get. We've got real payments, real numbers, a real breakdown of a Model Y rear-wheel drive, which I know a lot of you in the chat are interested. But here's the quick TLDR breakdown. This is interesting because this is a true 0 down, or 14 cents down. I've never actually seen that. I've always seen some sort of down payment, whether it's $1,000 to $3,000 for taxes, but here it actually is 12,000 miles a year at $500 a month. You can take a look at all the different breakdowns here, and you can see $500 a month, which at 0 down, pretty respectable for a Model Y rear-wheel drive. I mean, in some areas, you might be paying close to $200 to $300 in gas by itself. So it could make a lot of sense depending on here. But certainly this is why this is actually the case here, because I think in this state where this person is registering it, shout out to Calvin for sending us this breakdown, you can see it's got a $3,500 incentive, state incentive, I would say, for EVs, and also a $7,500 leasing incentive. So really there's actually like close to $11,500 down payment here in terms of of all the different incentives that are being stacked with this. But still, very interesting to see. And if you're leasing or buying a Model Y, Model 3, or whatever it is, and you think it's an interesting payment, definitely you can always DM us so we can highlight it on the channel to really help others out there to see what are the real payments. Because Tesla Online is great, it gives you a good estimator, but sometimes seeing all the different numbers, all the different breakdowns without paying the $250 deposit could be worth it for a lot of people as well. So Cray, I ordered a Model Y all-wheel drive 1 week ago. Delivery date June 5th to June 14th. Nice. Coming up in this next week or so. Hoping for some price-wise drop this week's. Chuck, yeah, I mean, I would hope to. It'd be crazy to see some Model Y inventory discounts, but yeah, maybe that's why I really feel like by the end of this month, we will see some inventory discounts on the Model Y, but it's not going to align with the 1.99 because the 1.99 is going to be ending on June 16th. So I think Tesla, that's why they're putting that end date there, because after June 16th, they're going to drop demo discounts, inventory discounts on the website. That's what my prediction would be, because it's like different, that's a different type of a time frame there. Oh, June 12th, Robotaxi debut. That's right. Yeah, I guess I would have to go to Austin. That'd be cool. That'd be nice to fly, make a trip to Austin to be able to see some in person. But right now, I mean, I guess we could do like a day trip or something. In this next topic, Tesla's new Model Y is an amazing car. Quote, Tesla's new Model Y is an amazing car. Dave Lee posted this quote here, and it's getting a ton of traction for some reason, over 21 million views. Quote, Tesla's new Model Y is an amazing car. Smoother, quieter, better sound system, more refined rear screen and controls, blind spot motor, air conditioned front seats, ventilated seats, and much more. Well done, Tesla team. And I would echo this sentiment. We've got a Model Y launch series, and it is a pretty nice upgrade over the previous one. But there are some things that I'm already starting to notice, a couple different rickety racketies that are starting to pop up now. I think you do have to take it to the Tesla service center just to see what's up. Like the steering rack is starting to make a little bit of a noise, and also the front brushing or air control or something with the left tire or left arm suspension is starting to make a little bit of a noise as well. At least it's getting worse. But all in all, still a very comfortable vehicle. I mean, once you add on the full self-driving, it is also super nice with having it be able to drive you wherever you need to go. I would say it is a highly recommended vehicle, and once we get some of these small issues fixed at Tesla, I think it will be even phenomenal as we own it for the 4 years or 1,000 miles, whichever it may be. But definitely very interesting to see this post, and I know a lot of you out there that have bought a Model Y. I feel like a lot of you out there will be in that same review as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.